Hi guys, how are you doing? I miss you guys. Okay, so today I'm not going to do a lesson. I'm just going to read a story. Sometimes it's just good to just read a story and to just hear it. I am going to give you an update on our butterflies. They are in their chrysalis. They haven't changed since I took a picture because remember, it takes 2 weeks. So they are still in there. They are still attached to the lid and they are inside of the butterfly farm cage, the enclosure, but nothing has happened. Nothing has changed. But as soon as it does, I will let you know. Okay? We're waiting. And I have another surprise. I actually have a new vegetable garden. So outside, when I can get a chance, I'm going to go take some pictures and we're going to see how long it takes vegetables to grow. We're going to see if we can get any vegetables before school's out. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so the book I'm going to read today, since we've been talking about space, is about space. Funny, huh? And this book is written by Carson, and it was published by Treasure Bay. So they are letting us read all these stories online, and it's okay since we're all out of school. So they're letting us read these stories, but this one's kind of interesting, and it gives a lot of good information. So, and parents, if you've never seen these books, they're really neat. They're called We Both Read, and they have them for different levels, and it's called Take Turns Reading. There's a parent page and a child page. So the text is different on both pages, so you can both read. This is about space. You see that rocket? Let's take a journey into space where we will see wondrous sights and make incredible discoveries. What is space? Space is the universe. The universe contains everything, including all the stars and planets and all the empty expanses in between them. Have you ever looked up at the sky? It seems so big. There are so many stars, yet what we see in our sky is only a very small part of our universe. See it? A galaxy is a large system of stars, and we are in the Milky Way galaxy. We can see many stars in our galaxy through telescopes. Long ago, people could only look at the stars with their eyes. Most of the stars of the Milky Way just look like white streaks in the sky. So, see, before they used to have to look with telescopes. You see that? You see that telescope right there? And then before they used telescopes, they just used their eyes. And look, we're in the Milky Way galaxy. I'm trying to turn it so you can see it better. But you see how it just kind of looks like spilled milk in the clouds in the sky? And that is the picture of the Milky Way galaxy. That's the galaxy we're in. Within a galaxy, there can be many solar systems. A solar system is made up of the sun and everything that moves around it. Our solar system is in the Milky Way galaxy. There it is again. You like Milky Ways? You know that candy bar? Do we live in a candy bar? I don't think so. Okay, it includes all the planets, all their moons, all the comets and asteroids, and all the objects that orbit around the sun. A star with planets around it is called the sun. Huh. The sun is a star. I think we talked about that. Without our sun, there would be no life in our solar system. So see, here's our solar system, and it has all 8 planets. This is the planet we live on. It's called Earth. As far as we know, we are the only planet that that has life in our solar system. The other planets in our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. Mercury is closest to the sun, and the temperature is hot enough to melt a tin pan. Mercury is a small planet. It's much smaller than Earth, but it's bigger than our moon. It's very hot on Mercury. It's too hot for people to live there. And look, this is a picture of Mercury right here. It's very close to the sun. Do you think it would be? I think it would be very hard. Remember it said it would melt a tin pan? That's hot. To melt a pan? My gracious. Venus and Earth are very similar in size. They both have mountains and valleys. However, there's no water on Venus. Scientists believe there may have been water there a long time ago, but it's boiled off. Venus is also known as the evening star. Venus is known as the evening star because it shines brightly at sunset. Venus is covered with thick clouds. There are always big storms in these clouds. So here's Venus. Kind of looks like it's on fire, doesn't it? Mars is often called the red planet. Space rovers have been sent to Mars by the U.S. and other countries. The space rovers collect information and send them back. The space rovers found a lot of metal called iron in the soil. The iron is what gives the planet its red color. The space rovers have found many other things, which led scientists to believe that long, long ago, maybe people lived there. That would be cool, huh? So there's Mars, and the iron makes it red. And then here's a picture of the space rovers that they used to send up. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It's very, very big. All the other planets in our solar system could fit inside of Jupiter. And Jupiter has a big swirling gas part called the Great Red Spot. And they think it's a hurricane storm. So look, here's a picture of Jupiter. And look how small Earth is compared to the size of Jupiter. Look how big that is. Do you see that? And then look how little we are. This is where we are, Earth. Wow, that's big. But all the planets could fit inside of Jupiter. It's pretty big, huh? And look, right there, you see it? That is the Great Red Eye. That's the storm, the hurricane-like storm. It's a bad storm. Saturn spins rapidly. It looks like a top. It has many moons, and it's very big. Oh, their moons are very big. There are also rings that orbit around Saturn. The rings are made of ice, rock, and dust. I always remember Saturn. The rings always make it easy to remember. You see those rings right here? They're made of ice and rock and dust. Yeah. And then look, here's Saturn with one of its moons. Oh, it has 6 moons. That's pretty cool. We only have 1. They got 6. Maybe it depends on how big you are. Uranus and Neptune have similar atmospheres made of hydrogen and helium gases. Uranus is unique because of how it's tilted. It lies on its side. Neptune has a set of rings around it. The rings are very hard to see. Neptune might even have a deep ocean. The dark spot looks like a big storm. So, here is a picture someone drew of Uranus. And see how it's on its side? It doesn't really look like we do. It spins differently than we do. And then over here is a picture of Neptune. And that big dark spot right here, that's the storm. So a lot of planets have storms. We have storms too. Pluto used to be a planet, but now it's called a dwarf planet. Yes, okay. Astronomers found that there was another planet that was bigger than Pluto. There may be more dwarf planets in our solar system that are bigger than Pluto. So look, see, they're still looking. They don't know everything about our solar system. They're still looking. Sorry, that took me a minute, guys. Thought I read it wrong. Earth is our home. It's the 3rd planet from the sun, and we have 1 moon. We have flowing water, and we're the only planet in our solar system that has flowing water. 70% of Earth is covered with water. Did you know that? That's a lot. So, Earth has 1 moon, and our 1 moon is like a dry desert. This is a picture of our moon. Our moon has had visitors. In 1969, Apollo 11 landed astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin to the moon to explore its surface. Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. He left his footprints. There's no air on the moon to blow them away, so his footprints are still there. Did you know that? It's like almost 60 years later. And you know what? It's still there. And you see that flag standing beside him? That U.S. flag that we salute every day when we're in school? Yeah, that flag, it always stands up. It never falls. It just stays there. And then there is his footprint that is still there. And when they've sent rovers back, they have found it. It's still there. Pretty cool, huh? Astronauts go through years of training. They have to have strong skills in science, math, and technology. Astronauts go into space to learn how to function in a weightless environment. That means they just float around, kind of like when you're in the water. Sometimes astronauts train underwater, and the water helps them know what it's like to float in space. So look, here's one training, but look, here's one training in the water. How do you think you'd like to live in space? Some astronauts do. There's a team of astronauts that take turns living on the space station. The space station is an enormous satellite that orbits the Earth. The biggest space station so far is the International Space Station. The International Space Station is made up of many different parts, and astronauts have put these parts together. So, I'm trying to see what I'm showing. Okay, here's the space station, and here are the astronauts that put it together. Pretty cool, huh? This book is a long book. I'm just going to show you this. Here is some of the astronauts just living in the space station. Just showing some of the stuff they do. Most astronauts sleep in sleeping bags. They have to be tied to the wall so they won't float away. So look. There's them trying to eat. But look. See him? Look, he's got a belt on. He's in a sleeping bag. He's tied to the wall so he doesn't float away. Sometimes astronauts have to go outside the space station. A special jetpack is attached to them. This jetpack can propel the astronauts freely through space. If an astronaut becomes separated from the space station, the jetpack will help him get back safely. I don't know that I would want to do that. I don't want to be in space. Look, so here is the astronaut, and you see that line right there he's attached to? Well, that's what keeps him close to the space station. Well, they have a jetpack that they wear just in case they break away. I hope they don't have to use that. That would be scary. Astronomers are scientists who study space. Did you know that? And they try to see other galaxies with stars and try to see other stars with telescopes. Astronomers believe that there are billions of galaxies in the universe. So look, here's a picture of some of the things that they use to try to help see the other environments. And then here's a picture of another galaxy. Pretty cool, huh? Every galaxy has black holes. The gravity in a black hole is very strong, and it sucks everything in around it. Even light can't get away from a black hole. So what do you think would happen if an astronaut, look, you see that sucking that in? That's the black hole. That's pretty awesome. Well, not if you're the light, but what do you think would happen if an astronaut got close and they had their jetpack on? Do you think they'd be able to get away? I don't know. There's so much information about space. What if you were an astronaut? Think of all the exciting things you could do. Maybe you could fly to Mars and help build a space station. Look at that. Cool, huh? All right, guys, that is the end of our book. It is a very long book. It was longer than I thought. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and I love you. Have a great day. Bye.